course, the entryway here, the foyer, or foyer if you're a New Yorker, it is faux marble. They painted that with a turkey feather to make it look like that.
Wow.
The land that this house was built on was owned by the Warner family. They had their house next door there. Joe Brewster bought 2 lots, so this one and the one next door, that's no longer there. And the idea was that uniformly, both sides, 25-foot frontage, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Except they took 25 feet 6 inches. This is 24 feet 6 inches. This house is on a lot which is 6 inches short. Now, Brewster is not an architect. These are not prefab in the sense that we know prefab today, but they're made of parts that are ready-made that can be assembled.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how do you make up 6 inches? And yet you go outside and you see the full arch.
Oh, I'm seeing now what you're talking
Exactly. You just saw it.
Yeah.
You look at this side light, it's perfectly right in size.
Yeah.
Look at that side light, and then look at that arch that ends right up there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it gets cut off just a little bit, just 6 inches.
That's the 6 inches that they had to make up.
That's really cool. You never noticed that if you didn't really pay attention.
Yeah, no, this is something that you really have to be shown. If you have a moment, I'd like to tell you something about the museum business.
Okay.
And I'm not in the museum business, I'm just a volunteer. But, number one, the ethos, if the public can see it, spend as much money on it as you can.
Yeah.
If it's just for the family, no big deal. Okay. This newel post can be seen by everybody.
Yeah.
And so it is very elegant and very detailed, including this bit up here. Now, come here, please. Put your hand on the banister and pretend you are in a hoop skate. Okay, so you can't see your feet. Okay, come on down, use your hand. How do you know you've got to the bottom? Okay, if you feel this, you know you gotta be careful because you're about to be total horse hockey. We have no documentation, no nothing. But somebody noticed that one day, and somehow this became part of the history of that. And we said, well, where's the documentation? There is none.
Oh, this is interesting. Most townhouses don't have a landing like this.
Yeah, well, of course, the fire escape, that was Chapman. Had to have that. Notice how that's pushed out? That's intentional. You die in your bed. Okay? The undertaker comes with the coffin, brings it to bedside, puts you in it, and then takes you downstairs.
What?
For your wake in the front parlor.
Yeah.
Okay? If this ends right here, if there's a wall right here and a window, there's no room to turn that coffin around and get it down those stairs.
Wow.
So, by going whoop, now you have room. They think of everything.
Oh, wow. There's shutters, yeah. And they're built into the sides too.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Idea. Okay.
Wow.
Now this was her bedroom. His bedroom is next door.
Mm-hmm.
It was the custom that they would have separate bedrooms for husbands and wives. Do you brush your hair, madam? And does hair come out on the brush?
Yes.
And what do you do with it?
Oh.
Do you
Throw it
out?
Yeah.
Oh, how wasteful.
What did they do?
They would collect it, and as a minimum, if you were making pin cushions, you could stuff pin cushions with it.
Huh.
But if it were nice and long like that, like your hair, you might be able to sell it. Love to show people is my favorite piece of furniture, which is this right here. And you might ask, well, Fred, why is that? Of all of the stuff here, why is that your favorite? And I will show you. It is Greek Revival. And what do we say about Greek Revival? Look at the curves. Look at these two wires, like Orpheus and Eurydice.
And this is their closet, I assume?
Yeah, I think in 1850 when they got water closets, there was one in here. But don't make me say anything negative about George Chapman, because I won't. If George didn't want it, he wanted this. God bless him. If he hadn't done what he did, we wouldn't have what we have. So that's...
And George
come on.
Chapman was the original.
the second cousin twice removed or whatever, who bought this place at auction and converted it into the museum.
Wow.
And this was his bedroom.
Wow.
This is kind of nice because it's the sunniest room. That's north, that's south, and so the sun comes that way, east to west. And Gertrude never got electricity,
Wow.
and she always heated with coal.
Wow. Up until what year?
33.
Wow. Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, she couldn't afford anything, of course.
Yeah, well, to modernize this place would
But
cost a
but
lot
just,
of money.
You know, think about it. She's and he died in this bed.
And what did the psychic
Tredwell.
say about this guy in this
Nothing.
room?
And
Nothing?
Gertrude died in this bed.
Wow. And this is where the servants slept. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh, wow. That's really cool. It's very big.
I saw.
Very cool.
Endangered species list.
That's the new one.
Apparently there's some trees. When they got
Are you?
nuts, too many rats, and then sea trees. So they've got some kind of problem. But this could help.
Yeah.
This is
So this is the level where they would entertain.
so
If you want to look in the book, there's a whole bunch of information in there.
Read a little about this house before I come.
yes.
Oh, you read about it? The youngest child of the family basically lived here until she passed away. And nothing ever changed in here. It's all original.
Basically what you see
Wow.
is wooden laughing plaster.
That's really cool.
Symmetry, 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 symmetry. 2 doors there, 2 doors here. Yeah, even if it doesn't go anywhere.
Do these doors still work?
Oh yes. Mostly, and they're solid mahogany, and they work because we could get access to the mechanism and keep it clean and moved.
Yeah, because I've worked in many homes this age, and they usually break a lot.
No, this is mechanical. That is fiber optics, but that is
How bright it was.
the proper brightness. And you know what the lady said? Oh, that's too bright.
Oh, wow. I definitely see you can't see any blemishes. Yeah, or wrinkles. Or wrinkles.
Before we leave these, they are not only physically beautiful, but they are functional in a way that you don't observe unless you observe it. I think Yogi Berra said that. You can observe things you can look at things by observing or whatever. Okay. You get white light with gas because you have a mantle which is made of cotton. You have to light the mantle. You have to extinguish. You have to clean. You have to replace. Okay, if that's stuck up there, you got to get a ladder.
Except you have the little thingies, the little
The
pokey
little counterbalance. Yeah,
They pull down.
that is so cool.
They are
from there.
a beautiful piece of engineering.
That's really cool. Let's continue. I've read about
Gaslight.
Guys, oh,
That went in the 1850s. It is coal gas, which is manufactured gas. They learned when they made coke for steel making that if you captured what came off the coal, that was flammable. So you clean it up a little bit and distribute it. And there were, at that time, 6 or 7 coal gas manufacturers in lower Manhattan. The one that served this area was at 14th Street in the East River. And it was a cutthroat business. If you've ever heard of the gas house gangs, I'm an owner and I might send my guys out, rip up his pipes and put ours in. Okay, boss. Kind of stuff.
That's the same spot where the plant is now, right?
Now I want to show you something. Okay. Your square grand pianoforte. I pretty much guarantee you have never seen an instrument like this in your life. There are only today a limited number of artisans who deal with these things. First of all, it's rosewood veneer, which is beautiful. It's about 4.5 octaves, so it's not a full range. The frame that holds the strings is made of cast iron, so it's very strong and you can really get tension. Most people look at this and say, well, that must be vertical in the back, but it's not. It's horizontal. It runs right down this whole length here. When you press a key, the hammer comes up from underneath, not from the top, as what you would expect it to do.
And what is the particular name of this type of piano?
It's a square pianoforte.
Wow.
Uh,